What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. So EA Sports is back at it again. They're trying to make you guys use your legend tokens. I'm gonna advise against it, especially if you're just getting into Ultimate Team. There's a lot of opportunities there for you, but these players that they've been dropping are not really that good. So what we're gonna do real quick, I'm just gonna check my daily. We haven't bought a pack yet. Always make sure you're getting your daily objectives done all the way throughout. Check out the store on a daily basis. Again, I am truly against the $100 bundles, but some of the platinum packs that they give you, it's usually pretty decent, so I would recommend that you guys go ahead and take a look at it. Really quickly though, with the Legends Platinum Pack, I just want to go over some of the things that they're trying to do, right? It contains 4 85 plus overall legend players, 5 80 plus overall platinum players, and 1 legends token. The platinum players are mostly kicker, punter, fullback, and they quick sell for coins. Now, the reason that they're telling you that is most of the players that are already there, I don't believe that they've added any new platinum cards. One of the main things that you have to understand about this pack though is that if you get decent platinum players, you can possibly get with this 2,800 points, around 500, 600K is what's being reported to me right now. So these type of packs, EA is putting them out more often. Realistically though, it's not that bad in my opinion. I just don't like the other stuff. I don't like B&D packs. I don't like these 12,000 point packs. These are not the things that do anything for me. Like, I'm like, no, we're not doing that part. You know what I'm saying? But if it's 2,800 points, you can make an exception to get that, because especially if you're struggling to get coins through just grinding the game, these type of packs come in handy. Now, the thing that I want you guys to understand is it also makes sense to look at the legends that are released, okay? And what that means is you're going to get the 2 players that are set players, and then you're going to get the legend, okay? Depending on what those players are, it may entice some of you guys to spend money. For me, Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Sean Taylor, Deion Sanders. Those are the names that get me all right, let's go. I go from 6 to midnight. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Megatron should be here soon. He's gonna get me like that. It's like, if you're not giving me at least that, I don't really care. So let's go over to the legends right now and talk about that, because especially for my newer viewers that are getting into MUT, do you want to go, right? Like, look, Leroy Butler, right? I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys understand something, right? He's a 90 speed. That free Pat Tillman, I believe, gets to 89 or 90 speed as a team captain, right? When you look at the fact that it's a Green Bay Packer, so as far as theme team goes, unless you're a Green Bay Packer theme team, there isn't any real advantage to actually getting this card as a limited. Now, looking at his price, what people are willing to pay for him, that could be like something that kind of gives you an incentive to spend the money and get it. Because if you pull him in that pack, you're gonna make 2 million coins. So the gamble, that's the thing that's kind of weird about it. The gamble is kind of worth it, especially for those of you guys that are looking to make the coins at a low budget type of thing. It just works out better if you only spend the 2,800 points as opposed to the $100 bundles. Because the $100 bundles, you're just gonna be looking at yourself like, yo, why did I just do that? Like, this is really, really wild. So David DeCastro and Dwight Freeney are the other players. Now, depending on what your team has already, you may not need Dwight Freeney. Did I just call him Dwight Howard? Dwight Freeney. I think for some reason I'm saying Dwight Howard because I have the lift him up tackle. You know what I'm saying, D? So it's kind of a weird thing. I know you guys love that lift him up thing, but yeah, I obviously meant Dwight Freeney. But listen though, this is the thing. If you have a theme team, right, and you can make him 90 speed, this card right here, you could kind of dabble with the fact that we have tokens from the challenges where you can go ahead and complete them and just get the card for free. You can do that. But if you don't have a theme team that applies to him, he may not be worth it. Same thing goes for David DeCastro, because it's him and then you got the safety. Does it really, is he going to be that impactful where you want to use your tokens right now? Like, is he going to be that impactful? Are you a Steelers theme team? That's what you have to look to kind of figure out. So as far as what EA does with that pack, in my opinion, depending on where you are, as far as, monetarily or how far your theme team is along, you may want to consider trying it. Because the worst case scenario is you pull this idiot and just sell him. Because you won't need him. Because there's other players that are in the game right now that you can put into your system that will work very, very well for you. So you don't really need them, is what I'm trying to explain. So if I go to the defensive side of the ball, right, and I just show you a few of my players that I have, okay? When we take a look, I still use Sean Taylor. All right, and people laugh about it, but he makes plays. I still use Paul Krause, the center fielder. People laugh about it, but he's a Washington theme team, and we already know Deion Sanders was leaked for Monday. So we got another corner coming. All right, his speed and everything like that, and zone whatever, it's cool. He plays very well, even with his zone coverage not being at the 90 threshold. So I'm comfortable with this. I don't need exorbitant speed for the way I run my defense because he's back there as safety. I got to just make sure that the corners have suitable speed. So if you take a look at my corners with Champ Bailey, he's also a Washington theme team. We got 91 speed out there. In zone, we're pretty good. Man, he's going to get burned. Man, everyone's getting burned. So I would avoid doing that if you can. So now that you guys understand exactly what's going on, we're going to talk about the fact that, you know, with the challenges and everything like that, how many tokens you should actually have. Because that's what we always get down to. Yo, G, I don't know what's going on. I don't have enough tokens. You can see with the view, and you can go through it and do the math and see how many tokens you're supposed to have up until this point. So before I figure out what's going on, okay, with the way that this is a very, very important part that you must understand. You can look through the milestones and see if it's worth it for you to grind it out. Many of you guys that watch my videos, you guys started to grind challenges. Why? Because I show you. You can still buy a bundle every now and again, but it's very important to take the free stuff. Because as soon as they drop a legend that is like OP and really, really good, you're going to want to make sure you get that player for free. So all the players I just showed you, or all the prior release players, their prices have since dropped, with the exception of the limiteds, who in some cases like Charles Woodson has been reduxed. So you can actually get a cheaper version of him, but he won't quick sell for $350. So these things are very, very important. Also, I want to remind you guys, I have about 2 free legends on deck. And why do I have that? I store all my stuff. All of my my tokens, like that right there. This is another Legends token right there, 6 of those. I have them in my unopened packs. I just don't, there's no real reason for me to do anything else like open them up. So I have that, and then I'm going to show you something really quickly. I still have, in addition to that, enough to get something right now if I wanted to. So I'm giving you guys the assessment. It's worth the grind to be able to just get a player that's going to boost your overall squad higher. You know, because when you jump into like, you know, MUT champs or whatever it is, there's psychopaths out there with some ridiculous teams. My team is 87. I think it's decent, but I played against 89 overall teams with the boost. Stuff like that, it doesn't really matter as long as your scheme fits what you're doing. But you can see I clearly can do an 85 to 90 player right now, and I still have all those tokens. So I just get the sets. Well, not the sets. I get the packs, and I just leave them because I don't need to open them. Because once you open them, it becomes part of all your items, and then, you know, most of you guys don't have the storage. I have 688 items right now, so it gets like crazy, and it's like you know, it starts crowding your item, you know, your item binder. It's like, yo, what am I doing? So those are just some of the things that I want you guys to understand. I do think that EA is trying to put out better players, although it seems like recyclable players, and people are trying to, you know, avoid using their tokens. I would say not to this week. You know the legends that are good. So as long as you wait long enough to get that right legend, I think you'll be good. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Those are free cards. So whenever you decide that you want to upgrade your squad at any position, they're always going to be there for you to use your tokens. The tokens don't expire. Even when you have ultimate legends, you can still complete that set to get those legends. They won't really have value, but you can see where they are right now as of 90 overall, so you'll have a B and D at certain positions if you would like to do that. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Obviously, let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you're a member of the channel, I'll see your globe when you comment, and we'll go from there. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.